Welcome to our player interview here on Blitz at White County. I've got 3 of the White County Warriors basketball players with me. In the middle here we have Austin Harris, who's a junior point guard, Austin Rowland, senior guard, and Jay Lepkoske, the junior forward or post player over there. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you getting out of class and being on Blitz here today.
Sir.
So Austin Harris, we'll start with you, man. Last year had a really good breakout season at the guard position. Talk about how you've been able to elevate your game since last year.
Well, I've just stayed in the gym over the summer, just keep on working on my game, everything I have to improve, and just been staying hungry since the end of the season, since we lost in state. And, yeah, just stayed in the gym.
And that perfectly transitions to where I'm going next. Austin Rowland, talk about, like other Austin just said, you know, you guys made it to the state playoffs, so that was a huge accomplishment to be able to do that. But how much does that fuel you guys to want to get back there this year after the first round exit?
Well, last year I remember 3 specific goals that we had going into the beginning of the season, which was one was we wanted to be undefeated at home, and we also wanted to go to the region championship, and the third was to make it to the state playoffs. So we completed 1 out of those 3, which was making it to the state playoffs. So the other 2 are still check marks on the list. We still got to get that done. And I believe getting the first 2 done will lead us back to the state playoffs, and
absolutely
it'll follow.
Yeah. Well, and since you mentioned that, I have to ask, how does that alter your goals for this season? So you said you still have 2 left to accomplish, which is to go undefeated at home.
Oh, absolutely, yes, sir. We got to improve on several aspects of our just team in general, and going undefeated at home is something special that I don't think any White County team has ever done before. Also, making it to the second, third round of the state playoffs is something that I think has only been done maybe a couple times.
Yeah.
So that's probably our biggest goal this season, is just to go as far as we can and improve.
Absolutely. Jay, now you have the, I don't know if this is a good or bad thing for you, but, you know, with John Ward leaving the team last year, you know, this team really strong at the guard position, but not so much in terms of length and the inside and the paint. So that kind of gets assigned to you now to be the guy that gets to do a lot of the dirty work, so to speak, go after the loose balls, fight for all the rebounds, do a lot of the little things that most of the time may not show up in the box score, but are really valuable. How have you embraced that, I guess, this year?
I just feel like it's pretty big shoes to fill because John's gone, so it just makes me more hungry to fight harder and help my team out any way I can.
Yeah, absolutely. Austin Rowland, come back to you. One of the senior leaders on this team, what role has the seniors take on as setting the tone for the Warriors this year?
I just remember growing up in the program, freshman, sophomore year, we had great seniors. Every year that I've been a part of the program, we've had great seniors, which really set the tone as what a senior leader is supposed to be like.
Yeah.
So just coming into my senior year, I just try to remember some of the great seniors that we've had in the past that really led the team, and try to be the same thing that those guys were for me for the oncoming younger classmen.
Yeah, absolutely, because you guys, especially you and the seniors, are going to have to pass that down. So
Yes, sir.
as long as you guys keep that mentality going, I think, you know, White County's got a bright future there. Austin, top 4 is all you have to do in region. In this region, there's only 5 teams, so it can be easy to, you know, sometimes set your bar a little lower to say, oh, all we got to do is get top 4 to get into state. How do you guys fight against that complacency? Because like Austin said, you want to shoot for bigger things. You want to aim higher than that.
Yeah, well, obviously we want to go as far as we can in state, and just we know our whole mindset in once it gets into region play is just getting first and second seed, and just getting a good seat in state so we can go farther as far as we can in state, and just that's got to be our mentality towards the end of the season.
Yeah. Jay, you come straight over from football, still alive here at White County in the state playoffs in round 1 at Jefferson, but you've been in that lucky or unlucky position to be, I mean, probably since spring last year, preparing for both football and basketball. So in the dead heat of summer, you're doing both. And you had a chance to work with the basketball team as much as you did with the football team, but talk about what areas of need you really saw that this team had to focus on this year.
Well, from leaving, not having a big part of our team anymore, I just feel like we need to work with that chemistry still, and not ever, you know, adversity, not giving up, and knowing that we can trust each other with the ball and defense, and knowing that we can win.
And just a follow-up question on that. You got about 9 or 10 games on the schedule before you hit region play. I think you start that against Chestatee, if I'm not mistaken. But what is it you feel like the team should accomplish in those? Is it a lot about wins and losses at that point, or are you trying to work on specific aspects of your game?
Well, of course, it's kind of about wins because, you want to win. But I feel like it's more about how we can work better as a team and always, have each other's back and knowing that we can trust each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Austin, we'll close with you as a senior and as a Rowland. That comes with a lot of pressure because you've had Garrett Rowland, who we covered in golf, was a great golfer, and then Rand as well at basketball. Such an inspiration where he walks on at Georgia Tech and gets to finish out a really cool career there. Talk about the pressures that exist from just being a part of your family, such a large family with all that talent, but then at the same time how you've embraced that and how that's modeled you into who you are today.
Just the expectation of both of them were great student athletes, getting it done both in the academic aspect and the athletic aspect of both areas of their life. And Garrett and Rand both went on to play college athletics, and it's not as much of a pressure as it is an inspiration because Rand, someone great to look up to and kind of just gain just encouragement from what he was able to do. So
yeah, you guys have lifetime accountability partners as brothers, so good people to look up to. Guys, thanks again so much. No one's cheering for you guys harder than we are, and hope to see you guys not only get to state, but get past that first round and make a run at it. So thank you again so much for your time.
thank you.
Thank you.